Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Shevchenko! And he's there to clear it.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. Here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Torino have their second corner now. Over to the left. Nice bit of trickery. Pirlo's header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And he's gone looking for safety. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Good take, and is he... Tries a shot! Goal! Inter! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, a breakthrough already. First quarter of an hour gone. Ronaldinho gets into a good position. Nedved with the... climbs up big! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Torino grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. Goes for a shot! Goal! Inter! And they're back in front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Inter Milan go into the lead. And this is Shevchenko. Real chance! That is a brilliant interception. Well, that looks a decent ball. He gets big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Pirlo, midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Nedved, played into space out wide. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Torino have their third corner. Pirlo goes short. An instinctive delivery. Big header! There's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Tries to thread one through. Ronaldinho looking to get on the end of this. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the pass is intercepted. Played out to the left flank. No, that's been intercepted. Torino looking to pass their way. Ibrahimovic! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Torino get their fourth corner. Pirlo plays it short. Nedved stood his ground strong. Terrific hit! Off the post! That's going to go a long way. Nice looking ball. Thuram. Couldn't squeeze it through. Nesta. And it's Pirlo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Chips it through. Shevchenko. Pull it. That has been knocked clear. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Nedved. Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Shapes to shoot! Volleyed effort.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
And this is chance for a shot! Anguissa is there, and he can get that clear. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Torino are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
It's a pretty loose pass. And the keeper's given it away.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's hoisted clear. Torino needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Has a look and place it forward.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
So what can they make of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Danger averted for now. And he's having a hit! So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Cannavaro, he's gone forward. That is good alertness. That has not gone well. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Almost an hour gone. Nesta cuts out the pass. Bergomi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Pirlo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Hullet. Nesta. Bergomi. Oh, that's nice. He's under a lot of pressure there. Ribery. Played into space. Nesta cuts it out. And that's really well manoeuvred. Into the channel. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ribery. Anguissa. Nedved. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... Decent chance! That is delicious! A finish of true class! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 27.
We have got changes here for both sides, in fact.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Torino get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this. Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Shevchenko. Shevchenko has got himself a free kick. He's having a good look here.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Oh, great save by Dida. Decent hit from there. Nedved with the short one. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Torino have the chance to go the other way. Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely shaped ball. Well read, nice interception. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, there's the clearance. Now it's Shevchenko. Nicely aimed pass. Not the most accurate pass. And we're done. Torino can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Torino really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.